Hello. This is a demonstration video for the List Search program, and this is what the program looks like. As the name says, this is a program that if you're someone dealing with a bunch of files every day doing searches, moving, or copying a lot of files around, then this program is made for you. There are some other ways to do it. For example, with Excel, with the VBA codes, and with long and complex processes. But Excel is not a file management program, and it's not meant for that purpose. List Search will answer your needs if you deal with many files. The way it works is you can provide a regular text file, like this one. And each line of this text is one query. So in this example, it will search for green apple, blue apple, and yellow apple. 3 individual searches, so you don't have to search them one by one. All you have to do is to provide the list, and the program searches for you. And that's here. Select Query, or you can do one single simple search. You can select Enter the value and then, for example, type green apple and just search for that. So you have 2 ways: search with a list, a text file, or enter a single value here. If you're selecting a text file, you can drag it into this window, or click on the search icon to browse for it. And then down here, you have the source. Again, you have 2 options for the source. It can be another text file. Maybe you want to compare this text with another text file. Or it can be a file or folder, which you can select it here. Files only, folders only, or files and folders. For this test, I'm going to select files only. If you select the folder as a source, then you must define your source folder. So we want to search based on this text file. Whatever we have in this text inside this folder. And then, in the end, you can save and load your presets. I'll get back to that later. And down here, you have some search options. Match mode, exact match, or partial match. Match percentage, and then files or folders, which I just reviewed. Include subfolders, and ignore punctuations. You can set your settings as default. In partial match mode, you have preserve query order option, which I will go through them one by one. Okay, let's do a test for exact match mode right now, and then I have this folder in here, test folder A, and I have some files in there. So let's say, Big Red Apple. I will copy this, change this to enter value instead of a list. I want to search Big Red Apple in folder A. Subfolders included, and 100% match, exact match mode, files only. Okay, let's see. Okay. It finds the Big Red Apple for me. That's an exact match. Now, what if I want to search for anything that contains red apple? Because it's an exact match, and my search value is red apple, it's looking for files with the name red apple only. But in my folder, I have Big Red Apple, and I have Sweet Red Apple. That's not an exact match. In that case, I can select the partial match. And if I search for red apple this time, it will find whatever that includes red apple in it. It finds both the Sweet Red Apple and Big Red Apple. And over here, I can copy this list of the names in another document if I want to. You can select either one of them or all. You can also right-click, and you have some options here. And down here, you have 3 actions: delete, copy, and move. For now, I'm just going to click Move, and this is folder B, which it's empty right now. You can drag it and define your destination folder. And for what to do when existing file name is found in the destination folder, you have 3 options you can choose from. Do nothing and skip, overwrite, or rename. I will choose rename for now, save this as default, and click move. It moved those two files from folder A to folder B. Now, if I want to undo the move, I can click on the undo move. There you go, it goes back. So that's the actions and how they work. And as we go forward, I'll explain more about this window on the right side. Let's go back and try searching based on a list this time. But before that, let me explain the percentage option. Let's copy this name. Okay. I have 10 words in here. Green, blue, red, black, white, pink, purple, brown, yellow, and gray. 10 words. And I have a file with the same name here, again 10 words. Now, with the exact match selected, with 100% match. It finds it, no problem. But let's say over here, on my query value, I have 9 words instead of 10. Here I have 10. So if you search exact and match 100%, it will not find it. And on the right side, it will show you whatever it could not find. That's from your search query that it couldn't match and find anything. So it's showing them here, on the right window. You can copy them. If it's multiple, you can select all and copy and paste it somewhere else if you want to. Now let's go back. As you can see, I have 9 words in my query and 10 words in the file. So that means if I change this to 90% and then search it again, it will find it. That's the percentage concept. Let's delete more words here, maybe a couple more. With 90%, it's not going to find. But let's say, for example, 50%. Boom! It finds it. So that's what the percentage is for. Now let's go back and test in partial match mode. In the partial match mode, it's the opposite. I'll copy this name again. So let's say you have that query, but this time, I'm going to remove one word from the file. Now on the file, you have 9 words. On your query, you have 10. So in partial match mode with 100% selected, it's not going to find it. But if I change this to 90%, then it will find it. You get the idea. That's how the percentage works. Now let me try some searches based on a text file. This is my text file. I have 3 queries in it: green apple, blue apple, and yellow apple. Let me drag the list here. Partial match, 100%. Okay. So, it found 2 files for me, which shows here. Green apple and green apple with no space. In the folder, I have apple green, I have green apple, with space and some caps, and I have green apple, no caps, no space. It finds them all. Here I have the green apple query. And it doesn't matter, caps or not. It's not case sensitive. And then also, on the right side, it shows me the other 2 queries I have in my text file. As you can see, it found the green apple, check. That's done. Blue apple, couldn't find it, and yellow apple, couldn't find it as well. And it's showing them both here on the right side. You can see which queries it couldn't find. Maybe you would want to copy and look for them later on. Also, you have this option down here. Show names do not match, and show files do not match. If you select Show Files Not Match, it will show you everything else. All the files exist in this folder. Maybe you want to have a list of everything else in that folder. So you can select Show Files Not Match or Show Names Not Match. Now let's go back. Preserve query order. If I deselect this, and then search again, this time green apple, and apple green comes as well. Because when you deselect this option, the order of the words does not matter anymore. See, on my list, I don't have apple green, but I have a green apple. Because when you deselect preserve query order, it looks for the words apple and green, and their order does not matter. If it exists, then that argument is true. And it's going to find it. So based on your needs, you can select these options. Let's say you want to search for folders only. There you go. I have a green apple folder here, so it's showing the folder only. In the end, you can save all the settings. Your destination folder, your source folder, and your text file location. You can save it. I'm just going to call it test, and here is showing you details of it. So if you change anything, and then when you want to recall your saved searches, you can reload it by clicking on load, and you can load your test preset. And it's going to bring back all the settings you have saved. That's pretty much it. That's what List Search does. As I mentioned, this is a great program for you if you're dealing with a bunch of files. You can have 100 lines of queries in your list and search for every single of them one by one. Just by one click, and perform actions on them, such as delete, copy, or move. Also, here on this window on the right side, it shows you a kind of report of what it couldn't find. And what else is in the folder. Isn't that awesome? I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.